Are you ready to discover why Panama is one of the hottest real estate markets for expats like you? Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Miro Yohoros, a project manager at Emporium Developers. They are the team behind some of the country's most exciting new developments, like Allure at Punta Pacifica and Boquete Town Center. Whether you're looking for high-end luxury in Panama City or a peaceful mountain getaway in Boquete, Miro's got the inside scoop on how you can make the most of your investment here. If you're curious about why so many expats are choosing Panama for their next big move, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Panama Podcast, from dreaming to doing. I'm your host, Melissa Darnay, an American who's been living her someday, every day since 2012. Get ready for a weekly dose of Panama sunshine and inspiration, from hilarious expat adventures to insider tips on living, investing, and having a blast in Panama. Curious to learn more? Go to choosepanama.com and snag your free copy of Panama Uncorked. Miro, can you tell us a little about your background and how you got started in the real estate development industry?
Sure. Hi, Melissa. So thank you for inviting me. I'm thrilled to be here as well.
Great.
So a little bit about me is that I was born and raised here in Panama.
Okay.
And experiencing in the real estate market in Panama, right?
Okay.
So I went to Yeshiva University, I graduated there. I started in the US for 3 years, and then I worked at a hedge fund in the US, and then I started working here in Panama.
Okay.
So the real estate and development industry in Panama is really exciting, and more so that you mentioned that we are developing Boquete Town Center and Allure at Punta Pacifica. These are two of our gem projects in Panama. After I tried a few areas like wholesale and marketing, I discovered I wanted to be somewhat like in the field, meaning seeing the construction sites and being involved in the sales process of selling apartments and working with the banks. And I found out that that is my strength and where I wanted to work for the coming years.
Absolutely. And with a background with a hedge fund, you have a strong financial background.
Exactly. I am very number savvy.
Okay.
That's the way to set it.
Absolutely.
And say it. And I really enjoy working with banks and trying to help clients dealing with their financial issues in order for them to acquire the property. So I'm always involved in that process as well, and also throughout the construction process. So I've been getting a very good exposure in both ends, in the like a banking number area, and also in the helping the client obtain its mortgage, or if it's a cash client, helping them with that process as well.
And that is something that's really needed, especially so many expats. They don't know the process for either getting financing or for moving their money, or what they need to do, or how to open a bank account. So that's a skill that's greatly needed.
Exactly. Yes. And those and there are few developers, and we are happy to say we're among those developers that are able to help the clients obtain and have the whole experience of getting financing, and opening bank accounts in Panama, and obtaining high yields accounts, which are very attractive here. So we're happy to be able to offer that service.
And the high yield accounts, that's something that can help them get residency as well.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think I heard that as well. One of the things in real estate, we always say location, location, location. So I don't know if you can see the water undulating behind us, but it's so beautiful. We're sitting on the spot where Allure at Punta Pacifica is going to be built. You're going to start in just a couple months, and you said it was about a 2-year project. This to me is so exciting because it's in the middle of the heart of Panama City, but yet here you've got this amazing ocean view. There are so few spots in the world really where you get the mix, where you can literally reach out and touch the water, but you're in the heart of the city.
I couldn't agree more with Melissa. She is absolutely right. Not only we are a very nice project or a luxury project, and we're not only selling the view, we are selling the most exclusive location in Panama, in the heart of Panama, having access to all of the quick access towards highways, 3 huge supermarkets, quick access to the airports, easy entrance very little to none traffic, and depends on the season. But we are excited to say that we are also in front of the ocean and no obstruction whatsoever. And that's something that is priceless to many clients.
Absolutely priceless. Location.
Location. I couldn't agree more. We always focus when we look at projects, land, we always focus on location, because you could have a gorgeous project located nowhere, but you could have a amazing project located somewhere. Wow. And then you're going to get clearly see results.
Exactly.
Right?
And it's one thing to have beachfront property in the middle of nowhere. You can still find that it's still affordable, but to have a waterfront property in the middle of the city, in the middle of Panama City, which is so vibrant, is so exciting. Tell me, what can the buyers of Allure expect in terms of amenities, lifestyle?
I love the question. I loved it. So Allure in itself offers amazing amenities and an amazing life experience. So let me talk a little bit more about like the project itself and what can they be expecting even from since they come to the sales office. So I want to start there.
Okay.
So as soon as a client comes to the sales office, they can see,
which is here. We're in the sales office.
They can see that we have focused to work with Adriana Hoyos, which is a interior design expert.
Okay.
And we've done other buildings with her before. And she is very, very, very good at what she does, designing, and her taste is great as well. Right. So we have all this furniture here. It's from her. And it's very, very nice and very high end. So that's the expectation that clients can be having when they start looking at Allure.
Right.
So more about talking about what the building itself offers. The building itself is a gem. It talks by its own. But also we have designed the building that because the building has a residential component and a commercial component. And we have focused that even though there's a commercial component and that commercial usually is more of a public area, we have designed the building for clients to have both a private entrance for the residential area and the commercial area. So although you're going to be a resident at Allure, you're not going to have an overlap with someone who comes from
maybe to get a coffee in the commercial area.
Yeah, exactly. So they're welcome to have a coffee, but you don't necessarily have to come across that person. You're going to obtain your privacy all the way. So that's something we really focused to give clients at Allure.
And what are some of the types of commercial that's going to be? Is it going to be like dry cleaners and coffee shop, or is it going to be more office space?
We are expecting to have 5 commercial spaces that should help the Allure community to be more at ease and have everything they might need. Let's say lifestyle, high-end dining, perhaps a pharmacy, dry cleaning, which are like more the day-to-day things that a retired person might need, right? So dry cleaning, commercial, a meat store, and high-end winery, and liquor, and a clothes, high-end clothes,
like a boutique.
Like a boutique, yes. Of bathing suits, who knows, right? So that's
for the great Panama weather.
Because if you're coming to Panama, you're coming for the sun. So you must. And we are trying to have that mix, always very a very simple mix, but efficient at the time to help the residents of Allure and the area of Punta Pacifica as a whole.
Okay.
So more towards leaning more to the question of the amenities.
Right.
We're going to have also a park and the center of Allure. And we're going to have a park where everyone can come. It's a private park with public access. Okay. So everyone can come to the park, but it's going to be administered by the building itself.
Okay.
Right? We're going to have, so more towards the amenities that are inside the building. We're going to have Zen garden where you can go relax, experience. It's going to be like a Zen garden that has like lights and perhaps sitting areas with cushions. It's a green area that you can be in the city with a green area and not necessarily have to go towards the interior,
the building. Exactly.
The interior of the country, right? Or to the country, as you say in English. Also, we're going to have a co-working space for unions meetings. and anything that might be.
And co-working has become so important because there's so many people now. It used to be that you'd move to a different country when you retired.
Exactly.
Now there's so many people, digital nomads, pre-retirement, or people deciding they retired and they don't want to stay retired because they miss the excitement of it.
Exactly.
So having that co-working space is amazing.
Exactly. And we're also going to have a very high-end luxury gym, and all the amenities connect at the same level.
Okay.
And then last but not least, we're going to have a super high-end infinity pool in the rooftop of the building. So that's one of the anchor amenities of Allure. And that is what clients have loved the most.
So the infinity pool where the edge goes out and then you see this gorgeous ocean.
Exactly.
So you don't know where one stops and the other one starts.
Kind of like that, yeah.
I want to be there right now with a cocktail.
Yeah, me too. Same. I second that. I couldn't agree more.
How does Allure cater to both local and international buyers? And are there specific features designed with just expats in mind?
Allure, yes, you're right, caters to both international and national clients, right? Mm-hmm. And most of our client base is international, and they're looking to retire. And here they see Allure and they say, I like this building because it's and when I sell the project, I also sell the people that are going to live in the project and the community that is going to have the project. So there's a very diverse international community, and that aspect per se caters a lot towards the international clients of Allure, right?
Absolutely.
Having that international community, they feel they're not only in Panama that they are away, but within the community of Allure, they can feel that they are in many countries at the same time.
Exactly. Here in Punta Pacifica, there's probably people from every country in the world, and I'm not joking, in this one little neighborhood of Panama City.
Yes.
So it is very international.
Yes. Talking more about nationals, the nationals really like the project. They are looking forward to enjoying the shopping center. It's going to have at the lobby level, the park, and some units have been sold to nationals, but the building more so, it has been a total amazing result among the foreigners.
Of course.
They loved it.
Of course.
They're very, very attracted by the building.
You know, it's interesting to me being an expat. Panamanians grew up with all of this ocean around them. And I think a lot of Panamanians take it for granted. It's just there. It's just the ocean, of course. But when you come from a country that doesn't have a coastline that's so accessible, or one that's really affordably accessible, it's just something that you want, you yearn for, and it is something very, very special.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it is so attractive for expats.
When it's in front of the ocean, it's a no-brainer.
That's right. Your view will never be obstructed by anything. It will always be in front of the ocean.
Exactly.
I've talked so many times on my different podcasts about the different carrying costs in different parts of the world when you buy oceanfront property. So, for example, in Miami, because you have hurricanes and just the general cost of living, it's not unusual to be paying $4,000 to $8,000 per month in carrying costs, not your mortgage, not anything having to do with something hard, but these are your soft costs that don't make any return.
Exactly.
And one of the ways I really think Panama shines is on those soft costs because they're so low. Let's move right on to HOA. What is the HOA going to be for an apartment like this? So the monthly carrying costs.
So the HOA is going to be approximately $2.50 the square meter. That is in line and a little bit under the market median of what HOA fees are in other buildings.
High-end projects.
Yeah, high-end projects. And that's really a very standard and normal and very accessible.
Right.
And it's only approximately, let's say you have a 100 meters apartment, approximately, then it's $250
$250
a month in HOA fees, which is not bad at all.
And a 100-meter apartment is going to be about 1,100 square feet. So that's a nice sized retirement place, especially if someone is coming and going and not living here full time.
Exactly.
To have 1,000 square feet right on the ocean.
Exactly. Why not?
Why not? One of the things in Panama City, there's a law where you cannot have short-term renters under 45 days. How is Allure going to address that? Are they going to stay with the 45 days, or is the building going to be a little bit more exclusive and have a 6-month or a 1-year minimum for renters?
Exactly like that. So Allure is going to be very is going to abide by that law, and it's only going to allow rentals from 6 months to a year onwards. It shows that Allure is a project that wants to upkeep its exclusivity and beautifulness throughout its life, right? Because if sometimes projects allow, let's say, Airbnb platforms and clients to allow via that, so sometimes that reduces the value of.
Well, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe.
It's a different vibe. Yeah.
So if you're buying and you want tranquility and stability, then having that law on the books, if you will, protects you and protects your investment.
Yes,
absolutely.
Exactly. It protects your investment. Yeah.
And how does Allure stand out from the competition of other luxury residences in Punta Pacifica, where we are now?
I think there are two things, right? It's easy access, and that you simply come across the turnaround, and then you come right in your building, and there's no so much protocol in the sense of like a checkpoint that you have to go through and then say where you go. It's basically just go in and you have your scanner, you go into your building, and that's it, right? And the other thing that I think differentiates Allure is that because it's a low-rise building and it's a small, and it only has 44 apartments, so it gives a lot of exclusivity to the clients that live at Allure.
And I want to touch on that,
Yeah.
because there's a big difference when you live in a big city between high-rise and low-rise.
Exactly.
So high-rise is going to be 60 floors, 70 floors. These are big buildings with a lot of people.
A lot of people.
The low-rise, this is 10 floors.
Yes.
So it limits the number of people. It makes the community smaller, again, more exclusive.
More exclusive.
It feels more like a family than
Than a multifamily.
a cruise ship.
Than a cruise ship. Yes, basically, exactly. And many clients have decided to buy at Allure rather than on other projects because it's a low rise, it's smaller, and they're looking to have peace in their retirement. They're not looking to have kids screaming, which is nice, but it's not what they're looking for at that stage in life, right?
That's right. And there's other people who might be, afraid of an elevator or afraid of heights. And having a low rise means that, worst case, you can go up and down 7 or 10 flights of stairs.
Exactly.
Let's switch gears. We've been talking about Allure in the middle of Panama City, but I want to move to Boquete Town Center in the center of Boquete. It's a very different environment from Panama City. Can you talk about what led you to do that project?
For Boquete Town Center, we were inspired on that. We already have other projects in Boquete. We already been there, and throughout the years that we've been working there, we have started to see the potential the heart of Boquete has. And as you say, location. We found a very nice piece of land in the center of Boquete, and we thought, this is it. This is where all the expats want to live. They're going to be the center of the city, in a building, in a low-rise building, of course, that is going to fulfill the necessities of all the retirees that might come to Boquete, right? And it's going to serve the city as a town center, literally as a whole.
And this is so important in Boquete. Just to explain it a little bit, it's a town, it's not a city. So you go to Boquete and you've got the center, which is wonderful. There's a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of different things going on. But a lot of the residential areas are a little bit of a drive away. It's fine during the day, but at night, especially if you're getting older, maybe your eyesight isn't what it used to be. And because it's quite dark there.
Yes.
When you live a little bit of ways away, it makes people think twice about living, 10 or 15 minutes from the heart of Boquete. So to have a project be in the heart where you're literally walking distance to so many different things
Exactly.
is quite the perfect location for Boquete. I have been surprised in the past why there wasn't something kind of in the center before that. The things that are centrally located sell out so quickly, and you have to get on a waiting list, and it's kind of like you're waiting for
Yes.
the price of Bitcoin to go down to get something. And so to have a new project that is very exciting. Tell us about the project itself.
I would like to add to your comments that for all of those snowbirds that want to be 6 months in the U.S. and 6 months in Panama, this is a project for you. You're gonna go there. There's no maintenance costs, in terms of HOA fees. There are, but upkeeping the property is very simple. You basically close your door and you leave. There's no, okay, the lawn, I have to do it, and then be careful the animals don't come in my property and things like that. So I think that's a very, very good selling point.
Right, because you're in a project, the HOA is doing all of this for you. So you don't have to think about anything.
You close and you leave.
Plus, because you have year-round good weather, your electricity bill might be like $20-30 a month while you're there.
Yeah.
So imagine you not being there.
Yes, exactly. And you might not even use the AC because Boquete is very, very cool all the time. So it's very,
it's between like 70 and 80 degrees all the time.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Yes.
So again, back to the project.
Yes.
So tell us about the project. How many units? When will it be done?
The project consists of approximately 100 units, from 66 meters to 108 meters.
From 66, so that's about 700 square feet to
108 meters.
To about 1,100 square feet.
Yes. So that's basically 1 bedroom to 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
So 66 meters, you have 1 bedroom. In 96, then you have 2 and 3 bedrooms. And then you have in 108 meters, which you have also 3 bedrooms, which is a little bit bigger. So we're really, really excited about this project because we have designed a model, which is like a lock-off model, that has...
Let's go into what a lock-off is.
Yes.
So a lock-off is where you could rent 2 bedrooms, but you lock off that 3rd bedroom for yourself. So you can use that and have your own personal things there. You lock it. No one who rents your apartment is ever going to get to that 3rd bedroom because it's a lock-off.
Yes. And I'd like to add that, for instance, the Baru model that you're going to see in the images, it has 2 bedrooms and then it has 2 entrances as well. So that model has, for the lock-off, for the half of the apartment or a little bit less than the half, it has its own kitchenette, its own bathroom, its own bedroom, its own balcony, its own bed and everything. And it's approximately 30 meters. So it's a very, very spacious area that you can rent out throughout anytime you want and lock off that part of your apartment, but still own it and rent it. And you can just live in the other part of the apartment where you will have your bathroom, your kitchen, your living room, and all that.
Right. And this solves a lot of problems. So many people who are here just part-time, they want to be able to keep their things here. And it gives you a little bit of both worlds where you can make some income, but also have things that are just for you. Like, I don't want anyone sleeping on my pillow.
Oh, for sure. No, me either. I don't like that at all.
When will the project be finished?
So we estimate the project should be ready in the first trimester of 2027.
So the first quarter of 2027.
Oh, first quarter, sorry. Yes.
Okay. And what type of discounts are you offering right now for the people who buy before you've begun construction?
So right now we are offering introductory prices. We are filling the market. The market is good. We've sold some units already and prices are very accessible. We are in the 250, 350 range, which is like the magic number.
And I expect those prices will go up once you begin construction.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah, that's typically the way it happens. Is at pre-construction you get the best prices.
Yes.
Once they begin construction, things go up, and then there are little phases. And then when it's done, and when you can see it and touch it and feel it and smell it, it's the most expensive.
Yes, exactly. And I would also like to add that because we are delivering in the first quarter of 2027, in 2027, and this is great. So this is great because clients can invest early in their retirement, meaning they can give the down payments in installments and can pay off their apartment and don't even feel it because it's so spread out, so that you can invest early in your retirement and still obtain your apartment, and even if it's just like and obtain your apartment. Yeah.
So if someone wanted to reserve something either at Allure or in Boquete, what is that process?
So we sit, you basically tell me, I like this unit, I'd like to reserve it. So that would be a $5,000 refundable deposit towards the apartment at Allure or Town Center.
Okay.
And then that $5,000 when you sign the contract is applied to the first 10%.
Right.
And then we just keep paying in installments.
And then when you sign the promise to purchase, then it's 10%.
It's 10%.
Okay, minus the 5,000.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's pretty standard in Panama.
Yes.
What kind of lifestyle and amenities will Boquete Town Center offer to its residents?
So just like Allure, Boquete Town Center will offer a residential and also we'll also have a commercial component, right? We're going to have approximately 15 commercial spaces that will have high-end dining, dry cleaners, pharmacies.
Again, all the thing you need for your lifestyle.
Exactly. So you don't have to move from the town center.
Okay. You don't have to move if you don't want to.
Of course not. So at Boquete Town Center, we plan on having heated pools.
And it's funny because you would never want a heated pool in Panama City because it's warm and tropical.
Exactly.
But in the mountains, because it does get, in the evenings and mornings in the upper 60s.
Yes.
So a heated pool would feel nice.
Yes.
So what a treat.
Yes, it's delicious. And then we're going to have a co-working space. We're going to have a bar in the pool area. We're also going to have a sauna.
So co-working, sauna, heated pool.
A bar area.
You are retired.
Yeah, who doesn't want to drink from every now and then, right? So the concept of the project of Boquete Town Center was designed based on being in the mountains, right? So if I've been to Vail many times and to Lions Head Village, and I've been there and I see all the cribs and the hotels, all with this sense of mountain being.
Where they design the town around the beautiful surroundings.
Exactly. Yes. We took that idea and tried to incorporate that idea towards a vibrant town in Panama like Boquete, and which is something that is going to that can resemble the life of being at the mountains. Right?
Exactly. And Boquete is so beautiful because you're at this perfect elevation in the middle of the mountains, and you're surrounded by wild orchids and hydrangeas and just so many different flowers. It is one of the spots that grows flowers for all of Panama.
Exactly. And now that she mentions flowers, the project is located right in front of the flower fair of Boquete that is very, very nice to visit all year round.
I was so excited to be in Boquete at the end of the Flower Festival this year because they create so many beautiful things out of flowers. It is something to be seen. But anytime you're in Boquete, you can't help but notice all the gorgeous flowers around you.
Exactly.
So to incorporate that into a vibrant place where you can live and connect with people, but also feel like you're in touch with nature.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm so excited for this project.
We are as well, believe me.
Where can people learn more about these projects or get in touch with you or your team?
So you guys can go to our website and that is edpanama.com, and you can see the information of all our projects, Allure, Town Center, and can just hit us up there.
Wonderful. I'm also going to put them in the show notes below so you can look in the description. One final question. Do you have any advice for people considering investing in Panama's real estate market right now?
Invest.
It's going to go up.
It's going to go up.
Now is the time. I always say there's a catalyst. If you look at any market that's gone up or down, there's been a catalyst. Right now, Panama is having that catalyst.
Yes.
With the new cruise terminal that's being done with the cruise ships, with the new airport terminal, and with the U.S. market, now is the time to invest because we do see those prices going up.
Exactly.
Miro, thank you so much for joining us and for allowing us to have our podcast in this beautiful location. See you in Panama. Cheers.